Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Tower of Fantasy. So, we're going up here, we're gonna end up doing some main story today, I believe. Or we're gonna try and do a mix of a lot of things here. What I'm trying to do is talk to Huma first, but we might end up doing the main story on accident. But we probably will just do the main story anyway. Oh no, Huma's over here. Oh, and Pepper's still here. Huma, did you get these signature noodles for me? Yes. What? You found me? Huh? I was planning to give you a surprise. I didn't expect you to find me. Hey, I told you not to put my name on the order. As luck would have it, I happened to be helping out Kunji Noodles, and the owner told me that it was a girl with short white hair who ordered the noodles for me. That must be Huma, I thought. Oh, I see. So I wanted to thank Huma in person. But why did Huma order me that bowl of noodles? Oh, it's because Samir and I really enjoyed the noodles in Kunji Noodles when we ate together the other day. So I wanted you to try it too. Especially when I've been troubling you so much. It's very delicious. Thank you for your kindness, Huma. It'll be great if you like it. Aw. She loves me? Hold up. Now, I was gonna make a joke about that, but I was also gonna be like, let's not go too far. Like, easy now. Maybe it's not that serious, you know? Might as well just do the story.
Ah, Executor. How can I help?
We're hoping to gather some Omnium, Director Ava. Miss Shelley said you might be able to help.
Omnium.
Miss Shelley is helping us repair Mia, but she is a pre-cataclysm model that only runs on Omnium.
I'm terribly sorry. While I do indeed have some Omnium reserves, it's needed to keep the space rift operating, and in case of any emergencies. It's too important to just give away.
Is there any other way for us to get our hands on some Omnium?
Vera's Omnium reserves were gradually depleted after the cataclysm. Nowadays, we can only extract a tiny bit of trace Omnium.
Trace Omnium?
Due to accumulation and concentration, some creatures build up a small amount of trace omnium in their bodies. If you don't need all that much, you could try extracting it from these creatures.
Zero is helping us design and build a brand new Omnium extractor. It may be of use to you too.
Hold your horses. I still need some time to upgrade the system and run some tests. Check back with me a bit later.
What? You're gonna make me wait? This is the new place we arrived at, Vera, Mioria. Every area has developed differently after they broke off from one another. Well, I guess I'm not talking with Pepper. Go away, I'm busy right now. The system debugging has reached a critical stage. I just hope Mia wakes up soon. Oh, Meryl.
Executor, Shirley, Meryl. Zero, has Samir responded?
Meryl, we've run into a little trouble here.
Trouble?
We found some kind of weird egg that might have been left by the gray space entities. I worry there might be a group of gray space entities hidden nearby. Could I trouble you to...
Zero's in the middle of something, and I can't leave the research station.
Well, what about the Executor and Shirley? Could you come, please?
Fine. We're on our way.
Thank you! I'll send you the coordinates. See you soon!
Vera. Different from Warren. It's a new vision. You know, I really wanted to talk to you earlier. Greetings, Executor. This should be our first official conversation. Yeah. I've heard about your past. You stopped Sage's conspiracy and saved Desperia. Nicely done. Thanks. I need to keep trying harder. Meryl, I want to know more details. Well, what do you want to ask about? What should I ask about? About Victor. Meryl, I have one thing to ask you about. Speak. I heard you have a younger brother. Yes, his name is Victor. Victor. Why are you asking? Actually, I came in contact with some of your past memories in a mission. I have been searching for him for a long time, but all of my efforts were meaningless. Will you continue your search? I need an answer. The answer? Right now, my mission is everything to me. When the time is ripe, I'll tell you about Victor later. What does Meryl think about Vera? An endless desert has a much harsher living environment than Asperia, but the people here are very tenacious. I hope they will be able to live well. Energy crisis? Sure. Since the Vera Tower of Fantasy started malfunctioning, Miroria has been relying on photovoltaic power generation as its main energy source. Photovoltaics is sufficient to maintain the city's operations and power to the Defense Force field, but the consumption of the power generation equipment is increasing. What will happen after the device is completely worn out? The Defense Force field can't continue to function if it runs out. What should be done by then? The Mook Squad that came here 2 years ago brought the Omnium technology of District 9 to Meroria with them. District 7 is considering repairing the Vera Tower of Fantasy and reusing Omnium again. Where is the Mook Squad? They aren't at Meroria. Neither Larson nor Elric mentioned much about the Mook Squad. They should be on a covert mission. What exactly are gray space entities? We don't have enough information in our hands. I've heard a rumor that individuals in space-time fluctuation abilities will start turning up in other regions. Is this true? If they can appear in Vera through the gray space, then Asperia is... I can't rule out that possibility. Either way, we can't sit back and watch the crisis of Vera. Executor. You have an important mission. Shirley's condition isn't very stable yet, and I think it's appropriate to choose you as her guardian. Protect her well. I'll provide as much help as I can. Okay. Feels like she's difficult to get along with. Never mind. It's Meryl after all. I just find it funny that you could literally be playing as the female protagonist and just have Kyria Buckland talking to Kyria Buckland. Like, I always say Kyria, which I don't think is right. I think it's just Kira. I don't know, I always get it wrong. But I also like how she can voice, like, such a adorable character like Kyoko in River City Girls, and then, you know, voice someone like Kuki Shinobu in Genshin, and also voice someone like Meryl. Like, that woman's good. She know what she doing. So I need to go back to Meroria for that one side quest. It looks like I could just go here, and I will be able to still get there, so... Wait a minute. No. I need to go back there first, apparently. Over this design draft thing. Also, those other side quests you saw on the map are just security force things that I picked up, and I might not even do those. Not exactly as important now. Please. Fuck. What a waste of time. So he's at the hall, okay. What is with the text down there? Why does it show up like that now? What are they doing? It confuses me. It confuses me so much. You know what kind of somewhat interests me? Is that I wonder if... How often do characters in this game go in the permanent weapon pool? Because... Wynn and Fiona apparently aren't going to be in the permanent weapon pool, but every other character will be. 8 pickle tofu rolls. If I may ask, are you Clay? I am. And you are, if I may? Hello, I'm a part-time employee at Hoda Studio. I'm here to collect the original design of the boss that Piccolo has sent you. Piccolo made a rookie like you take on a thankless task like this? I bet he's too ashamed to come here himself. Sorry, I'm on leave for the next few days, and I don't have any tools on hand. I can't complete his request for now. But Piccolo said you need to either come with me or hand over the design. Are you kidding me? I've been working for a month straight. It's my day off. Approved by the boss. Anyway, I just got this request last night. Even if it's urgent, isn't it a little too rushed? Let's do this. Go tell him I'll prioritize the request once I go back to work, alright? I guess that makes sense. Well, yes, it's break time now, and I shouldn't have asked you to work during your break. Right, I'll get back to work once my vacation is over. Tell Piccolo to relax. That's all, I'll be heading upstairs. But still, no! But colleagues from our departments are still waiting. I'm afraid I'll need to bring either you or the design with me when I leave. You're so difficult. I went to great pains and booked 2 months in advance to enjoy the gourmet feast in the top floor of the Miraflor Hall. I don't know when I'll get another chance. But my wife and child are waiting for me up there. Anyway, if I start now, it'll take some time to complete it. If the design is out of the question, I'll have to ask you... Wait, hold on a minute. What do you think you're doing? To go back and work overtime. What? Wait, give me some time to think. The request Piccolo sent me wasn't very clear. If I start on the spot, I can't get the food out of my head. I can't think of anything else. Hey you, since you joined our products development team, you just have a few good ideas, right? Can I have a suggestion or two? Make it simple. If it's best if it's a humanoid enemy. Humanoid enemy? Let me think. Strong man with an iron hammer in his hand? You sure this is it? This is it. I have a rough idea. Let me brief you on it. It's quite unique indeed. Give me a moment. I'll complete it right now. It doesn't take too long once I have a clear idea. I'm texting my mom in the middle of this, so you know it's very important. Around 10 minutes later, alright, it's done. Your sense of aesthetics is really quite unique. Okay, stop disturbing my vacation. Tell Piccolo this is the last time. I only did it because you're new and it isn't your fault. Tell him to come himself if he wants anything next time. Thank you for your hard work. Have a good vacation. I wish completed missions would get the hell off the screen. Would really clear up a lot of stuff, you know. I swear, my mom actually texts me. Like, my mom is different in many ways. You know, she acts like she does normally when she's talking to me. When she's on the phone, it's almost like she's a different person. But then again, every time I text on the phone, and just like everyone else who knows her, you kinda gotta be careful how you word things, because she really does not understand how anyone really speaks during a text. Because so, if you say something that could seem a little mean, she's probably going to take that as the meanest thing you could have said. Because she finds it hard to understand. Back so soon, despite being a newcomer. Your efficiency is surprisingly quite high. Let's take a quick look at the drawings, so we've got to hurry up and get to the next step. This enemy is, yes, quite unique indeed. Hopefully players will like it. Let's use this then, as time is already ticking. We must get preparing for the next step. The next step is to find a character module to create models for the enemies, and a special effects designer to create special effects for those enemies. Let's split up this time. I'll take this drawing to the modeler so we can start working. As for you, bring your thoughts and ideas to assist the special effects designer to create a set of super cool skill effects for the enemies. You can leave them both to me. Teamwork is very important in the work of game development. Do bear this in mind. We're working on a humanoid enemy this time, so when expressing the requirements of its special effects, pay close attention to the scaling. It needs to be cool enough, but not too flashy, got it? Off you go now. Come on, where is he? That guy isn't at the company right now. He probably went to the city to seek inspiration again. I marked the place he frequently visits for you. Hurry on now. We don't have much time. Leave it to me. It's just out there. You know, when the game says these are all exploration missions, I mean, I've ran all across this fucking place, so it's like, these have to be the only missions that are available right now due to how much I've progressed the story. Okay, why is he over here? Time, poetry, emotions, love. Where does this Memoria get its charm? Master? Are you real Fang? I know why you're here. Give it to me and we can start right now. That's so straightforward, Master. You want me to have a look? What the heck is this? What's the issue, Master? I'm fine. I was just a little dazed by the person's aura. The world is really filled with surprises. What kind of special effects do you want me to give this thing, just to be frank? Let it shine. Let me give it some thought. This master is really easy to talk to, and he seems to be a very powerful person indeed. Well, now I'm being tasked to go and do something, which I'll have to do after the video ends. I'm done. I prepared 3 alternatives for you. Just choose your favorite. So soon? And there's a plan B? Master, you are truly amazing. Which one shall I choose? You sure about this? This one is it then. You have quite the eye, young one. I'll send the dad back to the studio. It'll be ready for you when you get back. Thank you, Master. Please leave if you don't need anything else. Come see me if you want something modified. What the? You're back. Great job. The new effects have been received and should be available soon. The model of the enemy still needs some time. Meanwhile, let's proceed with the subsequent work. What else? You're full of enthusiasm, and you seem very suitable for this industry. How about officially joining Oda's studio once we finish with this? Sorry, I still have a lot of important tasks to complete, but there must be many opportunities for cooperation in the future. Alright, let's focus up now. Next step is to plan and design stats for the enemy. You should already know that your enemies in actual combat have different strengths. However, in games, the strength of an enemy is reflected by numerical stat values. Such as their HP, attack, and shield values. A reasonable system design of values will greatly increase the player's enjoyment of the game, whereas a poorly executed one will seriously affect the player's gaming experience. I see. This is the enemy you conceived and designed. Its stat value are left to you for decide. I will also need you to go to the 3D modeling team to follow up on the model's progress. I trust you'll be able to complete this successfully. Leave it to me. Of course, professional work should be left to the professionals. You've only just stepped a foot in this industry, and the inability to balance your stats will be inevitable. You can seek help from professional stat designers. I believe that Tianyi has yet to clock out, but he likes slacking off the entrance to the studio, so you can go and ask him. Once you're done with adjusting your stats, let me know, and I'll tell you where to go. I guess I'll just get this. Maybe I'll get lucky. Well, that was a fucking waste. Huh? Are you the new colleague? Is there a reason why you still haven't gone home? Thank you for your hard work. I came to ask you to work out the value of a newly designed enemy. Oh, a new enemy design? Piccolo was really efficient. He got it done so quickly. Let me have a look. What a unique design. It looks so extraordinary at first glance. The Wanderers will love it if we get the numbers right. Okay, let's get down to business. Where it's being used isn't the only thing we have to consider when deciding on numbers. We must consider the Wanderer's experience in combat. If we don't consider everything well, or the numbers are too high, it will inevitably affect the Wanderer's experience in battle. We must avoid that at all costs. First, let's see where we'll be using this enemy. An 8 Wander Online battle. The stats for the boss in 8 Wander Online battle should be a little stronger, or the Wanderers will feel bored if the boss is defeated too quickly. Let's set the enemy's HP next. The higher it is, the longer Wanderers will spend taking it down. Ordinary enemies usually have around 2,000 HP, so how much do you think a boss should have? Well, if you have 8 players, it should have 100,000 points. 100,000? Are you serious? It'll take forever even in a multiplayer battle. It must be balanced via other aspects. Well, what game is this? What game are we playing? Let's set its attack now. The stronger it is, the more demanding the battle will be for the Wanderers. Ordinary enemies have around 500 attack. So how much do you think the boss should have? 300,000. 300,000? That makes me wonder if you're still functioning properly. I think it's too difficult and must be balanced via other aspects. Again, it depends on what we're doing here. If I'm thinking this is Tower of Fantasy stuff, like, if we're thinking about how we can go and handle a boss in this game, the boss can do 30,000 damage to me and I'm just gonna feel like it just tickled me. And I can hit it with 100,000 damage in probably one hit and do nothing. Finally, it's time for the boss's shield. The stronger it is, the greater the need for teamwork and individual skill. Ordinary enemies have 1,000, so how much do you think it should have? 50,000 points! Have you gone mad? That's absolutely difficult to break. It'll be a horrible experience without a suitable combat mechanic. You have to pay close attention to that. Oh right, there's one more thing to confirm. Does the game mode for this boss have a resurrection mechanic? Can other wanderers resurrect other fallen? Yes! Available, it's a fucking raid! Yes. That's it. Everything has been set. So I just made a raid boss. And you're gonna tell me this is bullshit? The next step should be testing. We must be careful. If any stats seem unsuitable during testing, they must be adjusted immediately. Feel free to seek my opinion if you need help with something. Thank you for your help. Don't worry about it. You're pretty good for a rookie. I hope the Wanderers will like all your work. Hello, are the points set? Yes, all done. What's the next move? The trial stage is coming up. I'll find a venue for and mark location on your map. Come when you're ready. Bro, I just made a raid. 8 players? Bro, do you not know how players can get crazy with builds in these games? But probably what she was asking for was a base. But then again, you didn't want it to be too easy now, did you? So I wasn't gonna make it too easy. And especially if what we did just turned into a raid, then yeah, I think I did it pretty well. Great work, we're all done here now. How's our stat design going? This job shouldn't be difficult for you, right? Let's take a look. It looks alright, I guess. Let's hope nothing goes wrong with it. Fortunately, we have an advanced server that we can use to test the strength of the enemy. If the values aren't reasonable enough, then we can still make appropriate adjustments. Don't worry, leave the rest of the work to us. The model has already been stored in the portable projector over there. You want to see your work with your own eyes? Go ahead and start it up. Well, what do you think? This is probably your first time making an enemy in a game. If I'm not mistaken, was the process as you imagined? Aced it. It's also the first time I've seen a humanoid boss with such a strange shape. Did your inspiration for this come when you've seen and heard in Asperia? I'm getting more and more curious about the kind of place that is exactly. When I have a vacation, I'll definitely have to check it out for myself. Alright, the task is finished. This enemy will also be put into our newly developed 8-player co-op game mode as soon as we can. I hope players will like it. Thank you for your hard work. You had a long day too. You've done a great job as a newbie. I hope in the future we'll have the opportunity to work together again. Let's keep in touch. Don't disturb during breaks, okay? I still have to organize the equipment here. You can go look for Melissa to collect today's compensation. Goodbye. I'm really just going off the basis here that the rest of the side quests that I can find are going to come from me unlocking more main story stuff. Because that's usually how video games go. Not all the side quests are available when the game starts. And that's the timer. Let's go finish up this quest first. Welcome, how can I help you? The part-time task has been completed. Thank you, much appreciated. Please hold on a minute while I confirm. Sure, not a problem at all. Every colleague in this part-time job has given you a very high rating. Hoda will continue to have such part-time opportunities from time to time, so if you're interested, please keep an eye out and stay tuned. Here's your compensation, don't lose it. Wishing you all the best for the rest of your journey. Why did this cat just come up to me? Another one already?! No.